On this Feast of Pentecost, we celebrate the wonderful news, the wonderful good news, that the risen Lord has poured out his Spirit upon us. First of all, to convince us of his victory over sin, victory over death, and then also to enable us to continue his work, the work he began with his disciples so long ago, our salvation. And so with this peace and joy, there also comes an obligation to share our blessings with others. It was once thought that the command of Jesus to forgive or retain sins was addressed only to priests and referred only to the sacrament of reconciliation. But I think now it is rather clear that this charge is addressed to all the followers of Jesus. We must accept the wonderful, the awesome responsibility of offering forgiveness. It's part of our Christian vocation. In addition to the wonderful and marvelous sacrament of reconciliation, we too are to forgive. And in this case, the sin of omission, I think, looms large and should make us all examine our consciences in regard to many times that we may have persisted in nursing old injuries or have refused to make allowance for extenuating circumstances in the lives of those that perhaps have offended us or hurt us in some way. And in this regard, perhaps we need to remember that the very strong words of Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount, "Stop judging, that you may not be judged. For as you judge, so will you be judged. And the measure with which you measure will be measured out to you." When we face the final judgment, we all hope to have a merciful judge. And now I think we know how to assure that happy outcome, to be able to forgive ourselves, to be able to extend that forgiveness to those especially closest to us, in family and neighbors. Of course, I think it's, as we all know, it's very difficult to achieve an ideal sort of forgiveness. We're all human, and hurt sometimes takes a long, long time to heal. But that is why Jesus offers us the Holy Spirit, who, if I think given a chance, empowers us to become the kind of gentle, caring, compassionate persons that make a real difference in the world, forgiving persons that the world desperately needs, a world in need of a witness of love, a witness of reconciliation in so many parts of our world and in so many of our communities. On this Feast of Pentecost, we rejoice in this gift, the gift of the Holy Spirit, that enables us to do what seems at times to be impossible.